Mr. Liborous, it's good to have you join us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Great. I'm sure that everybody is very interested in this story because Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is not just Nigerian, but she has held several offices in the country. Now, Nigeria and the U.S. have good bilateral relations. We know this. I have also benefited from those bilateral relations. But why do you think that recently the Trump-led White House seems to be picking on Nigeria and also in turn is opposing the candidacy of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala?
It didn't just start with the Trump administration. It actually started with Obama's administration. For a long time, Nigeria, ditto countries in Africa and some majorly part of West Africa, had strong ties and bilateral relationship with the U.S. But you find that the relationship was one-sided, where the U.S. kept dictating to Africa on how, what they should do and how government should operate in Africa. And with time came China, and China, gradually is dominating trade in Africa. And for China, they really don't care how you handle your government in Africa. And so you find that it became very convenient for most African countries to, lean towards China in terms of economic trade. To the extent that at the inception of this administration, they even had the China, the Naira Yuan swap arrangement as against, dollar-dominated transaction. So all of this leaning towards China, actually, U.S. had not been too happy, starting from the Obama administration. But Trump have never, hidden his disdain for anything China, to the extent that he even called the coronavirus the Chinese virus. So any country that seems to have a strong ties with China, Trump would not want to have anything to do with them. And so if you remember, during Akinwumi Adesina's re-election as the president of the African Development Bank, one of the strongest opposition to that appointment or nomination was the U.S. In fact, what even triggered the allegations against Akinwumi was majorly from America, and so that's why you're seeing it also happening now with Okonjo-Iweala.
All right, well, away from America, I mean, with all of this that's happening, this is the first black person who's supposedly would be leading this trade organization. This is going to be a good thing for Africa. Why is Africa and African leaders not forging a unified approach, to both international politics and politics within Africa? Can Ngozi Okonjo becoming the leader of this trade organization help us to move forward as a continent? And what are your predictions?
Yeah, first and foremost, I would say, unfortunately, it is the rule amongst the World Trade Organization membership nation that any member can veto, such nomination. And so that's why, even though America seems to be the only voice against Okonjo-Iweala's nomination now, it's coming very strong. But that said, it's a challenge that Africa, not just Nigeria, but Africa, like you had said, should face squarely, because it's an opportunity for Africa and Africans to put their first 11 forward. It will be a great benefit for Africa, especially now that anything intellectual, really, Africa is largely, taking the back seat. So it's an opportunity to project the best of Africa. And I would expect and presuppose that Africa should not leave this for Nigerians to push alone. It is time for the AU also to set up a committee specifically for this purpose. The labor organization in the AU should set up a committee for this purpose and find a way to lobby America. Even, no matter what happens, they still play a very key role in all of this. Find a way to lobby, for this position to sail through. Those that are lobbying for her quickly, because those that are lobbying for her position now, if she eventually becomes the World Trade DG, without Africa playing a role, it's going to be, not good. It won't be too good, for Africa as a continent.
Well, thank you very much. Liborous Oshoma is a lawyer and also a social commentator. Thank you for speaking with us.
My pleasure.